On a gray, rainy day, a boy with bare feet and trembling from the cold was struggling to push an old ice cream cart. The relentless rain had driven away any customers, and he hadn't sold a single one. Desperate and soaked, he knocked on the door of a humble wooden house. A young girl, 16 years old, with a kind look, answered. With a choked voice, the boy begged, "Please buy me at least one ice cream so I can have a hot coffee and warm up." The girl turned to her father, who was right behind her, and asked compassionately, "Dad, can we buy this boy an ice cream just to help?" The father, with a serious expression, replied curtly, "No, we're not buying anything." Seeing the disappointment on the faces of the girl and the boy, he added, "We'll do better." He called the boy to come in, gave him a warm blanket to keep him warm, and a large mug of hot, steaming milk. The boy, with teary eyes, eagerly drank the milk, feeling the warmth spread through his body. As he said goodbye, now warmed and with a grateful heart, he looked at the young woman and said, with tears now of gratitude, "God will still empower me so I can repay you for what you did for me." And he left. 15 years passed. The family never saw that boy again. The young woman, now a 31-year-old woman, saw her father fall seriously ill. She hurried him to the hospital. The news was devastating. He needed urgent surgery, very expensive. Anxious, the father told his daughter, "Daughter, the only thing we have is our house. If I have to sell the house to pay for the operation, I'd rather die. This house is all I can leave you." Ali himself, in front of the doctor who was attending to them, he said these words. The doctor, a young black and calm man, looked at the two and spoke serenely. "Let's do the right thing. We will operate on your father and save his life. Afterwards, we'll see how the payment will be made." The surgery was performed carefully and was a success. The father was saved. Days later, back at home, the daughter, still worried, asked the doctor during a follow-up visit, "Doctor, and now, how are we going to pay?" He responded with a gentle smile, "Don't worry. The bill will arrive at your house with instructions on how the payment will be made." A few days later, the mailman delivered an envelope. The girl opened it, and upon reading what was written, she began to cry convulsively. "What's wrong, daughter? Why are you crying?" asked the father, frightened. With a trembling voice full of emotion, she read the letter aloud. "Your father's surgery was paid for 15 years ago, with a warm blanket and a glass of hot milk. God empowered me to repay that favor, which seemed small to you but made all the difference to me. May God continue to bless your family. The doctor was the same boy from 15 years ago. Never doubt. The universe is governed by laws, and one of them is the law of return. Everything you plant, you will harvest. May God bless you who have compassion for the little ones, who hate injustice, and who pity the needy. God will fill your heart, and you will be happy until the last day of your life." Share this story. The world needs more people like this.